Hi everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. So today in our video, I am going to talk about our faith and I'm going to relate it to a seed, how a seed grows. I love this analogy because it kind of gives you a visual, something concrete in the 3D to kind of relate to the spiritual side of what's happening when you manifest, or the part that you can't actually see. So I want it to really be encouraging for you and give you something maybe you can feel like you can grasp onto it when you think of your faith as a seed. Before we start, don't forget we are giving away a course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything. This is a really great course, had lots of great feedback. All you have to do is sign up for our mailing list and then you get the course for free. Guys, I also have a course called Awaken to I Am, and I've had some great feedback with this course. It's very foundational. It's going to get you going in the right direction and keep you on your path to manifest any desire. It doesn't matter what your desire is, as long as you understand that you are the I Am and you appropriate your power, you can manifest anything. So that's why I made that course. So check that out. Both of those things are in the description box below. Okay, let's talk about our faith as a seed. So any seed that you plant, right, has the potential to create a plant, that matches the kind of seed that you put into the dirt. Just like any thought that you have has the potential to create something that's going to reflect that thought in the 3D. So how do we get this to work for us, right? So when you are planting a seed in the ground, a literal seed, you take care of that seed, right? You have to water it, you have to fertilize it, you have to pull out the weeds, you have to take care of it so that it will grow up and be healthy. The same is true when you are planting a seed in your heart. I like to say the soil of your heart. So you take care of that. How do you take care of it? You water it with the focus and the intention of what it is that you want. So you focus on what you want to see show up. What kind of plant do you want to see in your 3D, right? So say you have planted the seed of being with your specific person, being loved, adored, and in a happy, healthy relationship. You have to nurture that seed by thinking thoughts that support that. You have to think thoughts that, I am loved and supported and wanted by my specific person. I am adored by my specific person. My specific person chose me. I'm so happy that they chose me. Whatever it is, you have to put attention towards that. You can visualize, you can script it, you can have an inner conversation, but you have to put attention towards the thing that you want. You have to take care of that seed until it really takes root, right? You have to take care of it. Now, you also have to pull those weeds out around your seed. So, every garden's going to have weeds come up, right? And if you don't pull the weeds out, they can choke the seed so that the desired plant doesn't come up. It just gets overrun with weeds. Same thing can happen when you let your thoughts run amok with the what ifs and the fears and the negative thinking, all of that. If you let that go unchecked, it's going to choke out that desire. So in all of those thoughts, even those negative ones, are seeds that have a potential to produce. But all you have to do is take your attention off of it. It's like a seed that's in the ground that doesn't get watered, doesn't get taken care of, will probably die under the ground. If it's never watered, if it doesn't have water or rain or something, it's going to die. So if you take your attention off of what you don't want, then that negative seed, that negative plant is going to die. It's like you've uprooted it, you're pulling it up, you're weeding your garden. So make sure that, when those negative thoughts come in, because they will, that you turn your attention from them, you change the story, you say, no, that's not my story, I'm pulling that up, that's not going to stay in my garden, I'm getting rid of that, I'm not going to water that negative story, and put your attention back on to the thing that you do want. Focus on the outcome that you want. That's how you continue to water and take care of your story and pull up the weeds and remove those negative things in your thinking. Negative thoughts will come up. It's not that that's necessarily the worst thing in the world. It's just that you have to take your attention off of it. Don't feed it. Don't water it. Pull it up. Get rid of it. And then return to thinking about what you do want. And I want to remind you also that when you put a seed into the ground, when you plant something, you don't see evidence of that immediately. It's going to take days, sometimes weeks, before you begin to see a tiny little sprout come up, right? Does that mean there's nothing happening? Of course not. When you put that seed in the ground, things start happening immediately. The little pod breaks open. A teeny tiny little sprout begins to stick its little head out. It begins to very slowly make its way up through the dirt. Something is happening. You just can't see it. So I want you to know that whenever you have planted a desire in your heart, whenever you have planted that new story, that outcome that you want, that new seed, things are moving immediately. Things are starting to shift. Things are starting to create that bridge of incidents that's going to move you to your desired outcome. But you may not see evidence of that for a long time. That's okay. The only evidence you need is what's in here. One of my favorite verses is faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. So, you have the faith, the evidence inside. This is your imagination. This is your internal world. This is where you have planted a seed. That's all the evidence you need. Doesn't matter what you see momentarily outside, right? Doesn't matter if other people don't agree with you. Doesn't matter what other people say. Does not matter. Your evidence is here, and that's all that you need. You're just going to water it. You're just going to nurture it. You're going to take care of it. And as long as you do that, as long as you stay true to that, you're going to see something reflect externally that matches your internal story, your internal seed. Okay, I have a quote here from Neville Goddard talking about seeds, and I want to share that quickly before we end. A mustard seed is conscious of being a mustard seed and a mustard seed alone. It is not aware of any other seed in the world. It is sealed in the conviction that it is a mustard seed. So you have to stay sealed in the conviction of your seed, of your story, of what it is that you want. You have to stay true to that. Don't be aware of anything else, or don't pay attention to that and let it change your story. Let it change the seed that you've planted, right? If you've decided you're going to be with your specific person, you're going to have a healthy, happy relationship, that's what you have to stay true to. Does not matter what's happening externally. Stay true to your seed, what you planted, your desire, and you're going to reap a harvest. You're going to reap something that reflects that internal story. So that is my video, and I intend that it is very encouraging and it creates a visual that kind of helps you relate what's happening as you manifest, as you're thinking about something. Think of it as a seed, something you've planted. And now you're just nurturing it, taking care of it until it comes up and blooms into something beautiful in your 3D reality. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Oh, if you want to work with me, I am available for one-on-one coaching. I would love to help you plant your seed and reap a harvest. So sign up for coaching. Look in the description box below. Thanks, guys.